Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today I want to go over one of the biggest scams in Call of Duty history. In recent weeks, we've been discussing what seems to be Activision's inability to create something new that resonates with players. This, of course, is a big factor when it comes to player burnout, and it's also why they are essentially distancing themselves from Black Ops 6 and instead pretending that it's 2020 all over again with the return of Verdansk, because not only are they bringing the map back next season, they're also bringing back like half a dozen classic Warzone guns, and reports have come in that they're even scrapping the entire Avalon map so they can instead focus on Verdansk. Like, basically, Activision is all in. There's no other way of putting it. Activision is placing all of their eggs into the Verdansk basket, and from there, they're going to pray, right? They're going to hope that everything goes well. They're going to hope that the nostalgia is all they need to revive the dead player base, and they're going to hope that somehow re-releasing an old map from 2020 is going to save them from the impending doom that is GTA 6 later on this year. That seems like some incredibly wishful thinking, but it seems like they may be doing some extra stuff in the background on top of that, because ever since Microsoft acquired Activision, they've been slowly but surely taking all of the older Call of Duty games and making them available on the PC Xbox app. Today they added the original Black Ops, which means pretty much every Call of Duty title besides the big red one is available on the PC app, and the theory here is that eventually these games are going to come to Game Pass. Now the thing about this is, and the reason why I call it a scam in the first place, is just how freaking greedy Activision is when it comes to these older Call of Duty titles. I decided to boot up the PC app and just scroll through the store, and the prices that we see here are absolutely otherworldly. We see some lower prices like Call of Duty 4 and World at War being $20 a piece, which makes sense considering they came out in 2007 and 2008 respectively, and we even see the multiplayer only version of Black Ops 3 for $15. That's not too shabby, but then everything else is freaking insane, like $40 for the OG Modern Warfare 3, $60 for Black Ops 2, $60 for World War II, $60 for Ghosts, for crying out loud. For some reason, Activision let these old games die and then never changed the prices. If you want to buy the Zombies maps for Black Ops 2, you need to drop $60 for the base game and then an additional $50 for all the map packs. On top of that, they even have a $56 bundle that includes all the cosmetic DLC like the personalization packs and the extra credit class slots and all that. Like, what an absurd amount of money you can spend on a game that is completely and utterly dead. The same thing is true of Call of Duty Ghost. I mean, a $120 bundle for a 12-year-old game that has virtually no player base on it, and if there are any players on the game, they are most likely cheaters that are going to infect your PC. Like, it's absolutely disgusting that they're able to sell completely dead games at prices this ludicrously high. It's one of the biggest scams ever, and thankfully, most of us, like watching YouTube and everything like that, like most of us know these older games are dead, therefore we know it's not worth repurchasing them or anything like that, but not everybody knows that, right? And it's just like when it comes to fixing the current game, I think fixing the old game situation is one of the simplest things ever, and basically, it stopped being cheap. That's all you have to do. You can revive those games and make more money from them, because you cannot tell me with a straight face that Activision is actually killing it with old game sales and old map packs. Like, sure, every now and then somebody somewhere might purchase one of these things, but in general, these prices are so high because they don't want you playing those games in the first place. If they were to go back and lower the price of all the pre-Modern Warfare 2019 games to say $15, $20, something like that, and include all of the DLC with it, then there would be a massive resurgence on all of those games. Not only would people go back for zombies, but multiplayer will also see a ton of returning players. Sure, there would be hackers and cheaters here and there, but how is that any different than what we're currently dealing with Black Ops 6 and Warzone? I mean, for crying out loud, the anti-cheat doesn't work now. You might as well go play an older game where at least the cheaters try to do some fun things in the game as compared to just trying to aimbot you 24/7. Though I don't think this is ever going to happen, because I think the reason why they're holding back on adding these older games to Game Pass is the old monetization models and how muddied they really are. I mean, 4 to 5 map packs per game. On top of that, you have personalization packs. Then you have games like World at War, which force DLC maps into the standard map rotation, even if the people in the lobby don't have the maps purchased. It's just such a mess. Like, I don't think Microsoft knows what to do with all these older Call of Duty titles, and I also think a big reason why these games never saw a drop in price is because Activision does not want you playing them. I mean, just look at Call of Duty now, right? Look at how how nothing you do in the current game is going to transfer into the next one, right? And that's by design. They want people constantly buying the new battle passes, right? The new bundles, the new shop items and everything, right? If they made it so people can play the older games in an easy and convenient way, well, then players would be happy. And believe it or not, happy players is the opposite of what Activision needs to make money, which sounds like quite the contradiction, but it's really true. If they just have a good game that people enjoy, there is a finite amount of money they can make from that game. That's why they keep up with the annual release cycle, because they want that $70 per player every single year, but more importantly, every season they want that $10 for the battle pass, and then of course they want all their shop bundle money. And then once the year is over, they start to cycle up all over again. For Activision, and now subsequently Microsoft, people playing the older games means they don't make money, thus why the prices are so absurd. They're basically saying, oh, you can play those older Call of Duty games that you grew up with and love so much, and the games that helped build the foundation of this franchise, but if you want to, we're going to make it a major pain in your ass, and oh, and if you don't have your old disc and you need to rebuy the game, well, we're going to charge you the same price now as we did back in 2012, despite the fact that the game is deader than shit. It's absolutely one of the scummiest things Activision have done, and that's definitely saying something. And when I saw the news that the original Black Ops is now for sale on the PC Xbox app, I knew I had to make this video, man. It's nothing new. I mean, they've been doing this scumfuckery for years now, but I saw so many people actually like hyped and excited that Black Ops was going to be on the PC Xbox app. Like, dude, you still have to purchase it. It's not on Game Pass or anything. Like, just, it's weird. People see a game like that, like a game they grew up with, a very nostalgic game, and they think to themselves, man, I play on PC now. I should just go ahead and purchase that game. It'll be fantastic. Not knowing that the game is going to be completely dead. There's going to be a server browser, and you are not safe even when you play these older games within those server browsers, because you don't know what you're connecting to or what's happening on the other end of the screen with the people in those lobbies, man. It's not safe. It's unethical. It's overpriced. It's terrible in general. And that's why I wanted to make this video here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Thank you all so much for listening, and especially thank you so much for all your continued support of my channel, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.
Victory is near. Keep fighting. Enemy spy plane incoming. Losing Bravo. Losing C. Spy plane standing by. Spy plane ready for deployment. Our spy plane's in the air. Good job, comrades. We are victorious.